morning. My name is Vikram Thapa, and I'm here to give a speech. Okay, so when I was a kid, I had pretty much a very good time, but the thing was, I was very much bad. Bad in the sense that I did not used to listen to my parents. I just did whatever I thought. I used to hang out with friends. But the thing was, I had to give my parents a lot of trouble. They had to face a lot of consequences because of the things I did. And I pretty much feel bad about it right now. And let me tell you a story. When I was 16 years old, I was in high school, and I had pretty much like 6 or 7 friends with me. We were in a group, like the best buddy, and we used to get together all the time. Whenever we used to go to school, go out, and we did a lot of bad stuff. Honestly, because we did not used to listen to our parents at all. We used to bunk the classes. We used to, bully the teachers, bully the students, and I realized that was bad. But the thing was, it was my friends and my family that they always did not wanted me to do those stuff, but I never listened to them. And yeah, I mean, what would you do, if you did not listen to your parents? I mean, they want you to be in the right way all the time, every day in your life. They do not want you to face any problems. They want to keep you away from the problems. And they already have been facing those problems. I mean, they already may have faced those problems. Yeah, not listening to your parents is not a crime, but I think it's a kind of ignorance, I mean, that's the greatest thing. You don't want to be an ignorant person. If you start being an ignorant person, you will lose your life. You will ignore everything, the precious things in your life, and you will realize later on how precious were they. So, yeah, I made my parents face a lot of consequences, very bad consequences. And yeah, when I was in high school, I was talking about it. There was an incident happened. We were around 8 friends, and we had a fight with other groups of boys. And what happened is I had to tell lie to the teachers and everybody about I was not involved in the fight. And what they did is they called my dad, and my dad had to face the humiliation and everything in front of every teachers. And I realized that it was not something good I had to do with my parents after all they did it to me. So it was, that day, I felt something in my heart, like some kid here, so I felt like, I did something bad. It's important to listen to your parents. Not all the time. I'm not sure if they will be right or wrong, but they're your parents. You gotta listen to them. And it was in the North Carolina. It was Kylan War. She was of age 16, and what happened to her was it was a small incident. She always used to cross the interstate at the night, going to her friend's house. But the thing was, her mother, she never let her go through that way, but she always used to go through that way, through the interstate highway. And what happened one day was she was hit by the truck, and her mom posted a status on Facebook, and she told that, I lost my child, but I don't want others to lose their child. The thing is, we have to listen to our parents. Maybe they may not be right at that point, but later, somewhere, at some point, that obviously, comes in handy. And also, the problem is, as I have already told you, not listening to your parents causes a various lot of problems. And the solution is simple. The solution is just listen. Just listen to them, whatever they say. Just follow them. So one of the doctors, Dr. Sefali, she is a clinical psychologist and a parenting author, and she gives her ideas about the children. I mean, how the parents should deal with the children. I mean, whenever a child doesn't do his homeworks, we scold him or give him some kind of punishment. If a child lies to you, we send them back to their room, stopping them from watching their favorite TV show. I mean, that's not the way we should handle the children. That's what she mentions in her point. And she also gives you a short and sweet example. And she mentions that one of the parents came to her clinic. They were so much frustrated about her child, and her child was kind of acting weird. She was just turning on the light at night at her room, and the reason for that was the same day before she had studied about the kids in Africa and India, and she's so privileged now. She turns on the light every time she sleeps. I mean, so what would you think it would be the solution to that child that we should do? Like, what do you think we should do if we were parents at that moment? Would you just turn off the light, or just tell her to turn off the light and let her go to sleep? What would you do? That's all.
Tell her to turn off the light.
Okay, look, there's the problem. I mean, turn off the lights, it's simple, look, but what she tells you, what she gives you opinion about is just take the light bulb out. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to make your kid bad or do anything wrong. Just take the light bulb off, and that makes it a real solution. Yeah, I pretty much like what she said. I mean, we just have to think it in a different way to make the things right. And as we know, the kids in today's world is being so modernized that we don't even listen to parents. Honestly, I would be honest with everybody here. I mean, my brother, he completed his bachelor's and he is still with my parents. But look at me, I'm 19 and I'm here all the way far from my parents, living on my own, no friends, no family, nobody, living on my own life. And now I realize how important are they to me, how important their voice was, how important their opinion to me was. I don't have really nobody to tell me this is wrong, do this is right, you gotta go in this way. What I have is just my teachers. They always appreciate, they always show me the right way, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, the thing is, I miss them. Yeah.
When are you going back home?
When? Probably I gotta complete my associate and I'm planning to go back. It's gonna be soon, 6 months, one more semester maybe, but I'm really excited to go back. Really. Thank you.